Press conference, we have Justin Allgaier here, driver of the number 7 Junior Motorsports Chevrolet. Brant Chevrolet.
Brant Professional Agriculture, yeah.
There you go. Justin, you had a great race today. Tell us about it.
We did. We had a really good race today. Everybody at Junior Motorsports has worked their tails off over this offseason. I mean, obviously the expansion of 4 cars has been great for us. And unfortunately, the first 2 races, we've screwed that up. We've not had very good luck and put ourselves in a bad spot. So today, to be able to have a really fast Brant Professional Agriculture Chevy, to be able to run in the top 5 majority of the afternoon, to actually double the amount of points that we gained all season just in the segments alone. I mean, that was huge for us. At the end, I made a mistake. Green flag pit stop. I slid through the box, which really hurt us. But when you got a good pit crew and you got guys that are behind you, they kept pumping us up, and we were able to rebound. And if you make a mistake, the best way to rebound is to come back up towards the front. And I felt like we probably should have finished 3rd today. We got held up a little bit there on that last restart, but all in all, still a solid day and gained a lot of points. And I think from our standpoint, that's what we're going to have to do week in and week out. So hats off to Hendrick Department, Chevrolet, everybody at Junior Motorsports, because I feel like if we can keep this up, we got a great shot at making it to Homestead and ultimately going for a championship.
Great. Let's go ahead and open up for questions. Start here in the center with Chris Knight, and then we'll go over.
Chris Knight, catchfans.com. Justin, congratulations on today. Looking ahead to next week, though, you have 4 straight top 5 finishes at Phoenix. What makes you so good at Phoenix, and how are you looking forward to going there and kicking off the Dash for Cash?
I wish I knew what made us good at Phoenix. It's one of those places that I just really enjoy going to. It's a lot of fun. I would say, Phoenix and Bristol are kind of my 2 that I recognize as my favorite racetracks on the circuit. And it's just one of those places that, we've been very fortunate to have fast race cars no matter what team I've been with. Last year at Junior Motorsports, we had the same. I mean, we were really fast there. We had an opportunity really to win the race, and unfortunately we had a fuel issue at the end, and we had to start saving a little bit of fuel, and we're not able to pull off the finish that we were really should have been at. So, obviously the addition of the Xfinity Dash for Cash at Phoenix, for me, I'm pumped up. That's a big deal for all of us, and really looking forward to that, and looking forward to having that program back. I mean, everybody at Xfinity, for what they do for our sport is pretty amazing. And we were fortunate enough to win one of those races last year, so it'd be really cool to pick up another one next week.
Okay, let's go over here.
Rick Johnson, St. George News. You probably really do like the segment racing as of today, but tell me what you really think about what it does for our sport.
Well, I think the segment racing obviously has changed a lot of things. Today for us, it worked to our advantage because we were fortunate enough to be able to be inside the top 5, for majority of the afternoon, so we gained a lot of points. You add that in with the Cup guys, getting a lot of the bonus points as well. It kept some of the Xfinity regulars from probably getting some bonus points, which helped us even more. But on the flip side of that, the first 2 races, we've really not made it to the segments or to the stages before we've had damage. So we've not been able to reap the benefits of that style of racing, or really even put ourselves in position to capitalize on those points. So I think, as drivers, as teams, as crews, we're learning the segments. We're learning how to best position ourselves. I mean, heck, today we were battling it out, trying to figure out, do we pit or do we not pit on the one caution before the end of the segment, because we knew the tires were going to be better, but is there enough time to get back to the front? And ultimately it was in our benefit not to pit, but 2 weeks from now it could be in our benefit to pit, and you just don't really know what that instance is going to be. So there's a lot of games being played. There's a lot of thought process being put into it, and I know that a lot of teams are trying to figure it out the best they can.
What do you think your pit crews think of it? It obviously cuts down on, green flag pit stops, on, scheduled on fuel windows. It's like the segments are the fuel window. How do you think your guys on your team work it?
Well, that gives less air for their bonehead driver to slide through the pit stall under green flag pit stops. But on the flip side of that, we've got a great pit crew. We're fortunate enough that we use a lot of the guys from Hendrick Motorsports. A lot of our guys are on the 48, which they're great on Sunday, and it carries over into Saturday. They're able to knock out great pit stops. We were fortunate enough. I don't know that we lost a spot on pit road all day today, which is fantastic. Other than me sliding through the pit box, from what they did, we were on par or better than everybody else all day. And I think from a driver standpoint and from a team standpoint, that's just free points if you're able to get out there and get in front and get that track position. So I think the pit crew like it, unless they don't have the speed that they want to have, then they probably dislike it. But we're very fortunate. We got a great team, great crew, and we're hopefully going to pay the benefits or get the benefits of that all summer long.
Jerry
Jordan, former Station Network, kicking the tires on that. So I landed at the airport the other day, and there's one of the limo drivers there with the big Brandt sign. I was just wondering if that was for you or if...
No, the Brandts were actually here. We had a great group of customers and employees from Brandt Fashion and Agriculture out here, and this is a big one for them. They love coming out here and being a part of this race. And I think that's probably one of the coolest parts. Now that Vegas has a second date next year, the amount of teams, sponsors, drivers, fans that really get behind the racetrack here at Las Vegas Motor Speedway is pretty impressive. I mean, the crowd today was great. Tomorrow's going to be spectacular for the crowd. And I think from our standpoint, it's really good. Now, I didn't get to ride in a limo this week, so I am a little disappointed, but maybe on the way back to the airport, maybe I can hop in with them, because I'm sure they have the same limo to go back to the airport, so maybe I can hop in.
I was hoping to get a ride from the airport. You never showed up.
Well, I was really hoping to get in a helicopter. The helicopters here are pretty awesome. Like, they're really cool looking, and to fly in and out would be pretty cool, but yeah, not going to happen probably.
Okay, do we got any more questions for Justin? All right, Justin, have a great day.
Thanks, guys.